Was aiming for target, he didn't get the contact he needed. If he was aiming for Vieto, he just struck it too firmly. Hands up for offside against Luis Suarez. The flag stays down. The cross picks out Leo Messi for his first touch. Oh, it's a lovely ball in. Neymar's there. 1-0 to Barcelona. What an amazing start. Leo Messi on the form of his life. Luis Enrique with a huge grin on his face. The fans delighted. And that is a huge blow for Villarreal. The first Barca attack, 3 minutes in, barely even on the clock. And the typical combination of Leo Messi and Neymar, the long ball through there from Mascherano. No question whatsoever of an offside position. Neymar, the easiest job in the world. Once you get behind the defence, he just cuts. Fortunately, perhaps Suarez lost his footing. And, well, brilliant play. It was Suarez, rather, who first broke down the left. Neymar going through the middle this time. 1-0 to Barcelona. And the repetitions show that the run by Neymar was timed to perfection. It's which they've held since minute 2. The goal scored by Neymar, a real trident goal. Suarez, Messi, Neymar. Meanwhile, it's Pina. It's well laid off by Cherichev. In comes the cross from Costa. Uche was there in the back of the net from Jonathan Dos Santos. 1-1, and that is a perfect moment for Villarreal to pull themselves back into the game. Meanwhile, Busquets stays down, and he's being, I'm not sure he's being told to stand up. I think so there by Borbalan, unless he was asking for the medical staff to come on. Either way, good work there from Pina. Cherichev quick to find Costa. Costa's cross is good. It didn't find Vieto, it didn't find Uche. None of the defence got to it. And Jonathan Dos Santos steaming in towards the far post. Had the easiest of jobs to do on the half volley, driving it beyond the reach of Ter Stegen. That certainly livens up the game a little bit, Bruno.
Yeah, and it's also an interesting thing there again is Cherichev going into the middle. Perhaps this is planned by Marcelino, which gives the whole wing for Jaume Costa to push forward, and perhaps Barcelona players aren't keeping an eye on him. He gets the cross over to the far post, and I've got to say, it looks easy, but I think Jonathan Dos Santos' finish is brilliant because it's on the bounce. Yeah. It's very easy to scuff that, to slice it, and he puts his foot through it. No nonsense, far post, no chance for Ter Stegen.
Well, Sergio Busquets in trouble there, as you can see. Thomas Pina, after making the pass, they're both going for the ball. Pina's got there first, he's gone through and has stamped on Busquets, I think, there, and Busquets obviously struggling.
Didn't look nice. I have to say, I closed my eyes a couple of times. I don't like seeing too many replays of that. But the ankle did roll over completely, and there could be quite a bit of damage there for Busquets. We'll just get another chance to look at him in case you haven't seen it enough times.
It's terrible.
It's not nice.
Yeah. I think Thomas Pina
it's accidental.
Is completely innocent there, but that's not going to make Sergio Busquets' ankle feel any better, and that is of deep concern for Football Club Barcelona. Well, Villarreal going to try and press home the advantage in the remaining few minutes before the break. Certainly they've got the crowd behind them now. Jeremy Mathieu. Mascherano. There's one for Suarez to chase. Still Suarez. Oh, superb from Suarez. The killer, Luis Suarez. That's what we've seen him do so often for Liverpool. And surely now, Barcelona are in the final of the Copa del Rey. I'll tell you what, Bruno, that's a brilliant bit of finishing.
That's classic old school Suarez, getting his body in the way. He's so difficult to get and shift off the ball. He gave the defender no chance of getting back in front of him. Once he was in front, there was only one way he was going. If there's one thing I might take away from Villarreal here, it's that Asenjo doubts quite a lot whether to come out or not. Now, once he comes out, he's in no man's land, and it's easy for Suarez. You can see Neymar was thinking about stealing it off him. There's no chance Suarez, after all that, was going to let Neymar steal that one from him.
The way powered beyond Victor Ruiz was tremendous there, though, Suarez. And well, it's a good finish indeed. It's 2-1 to Barcelona. It's 5-2 on aggregate, with a 2-1 away advantage over Manchester City in the last 16 of the Champions League. So doing well. Here's Alba. Not the greatest cross, certainly for Luis Enrique. So far so good. Here's Montoya, now Xavi. Neymar, 3-1. And that, ladies and gentlemen, is that. Neymar gets the third, his second of the night. And Football Club Barcelona will play either the Lions or the Budgies, Athletic Club or Espanyol, in the final of the Copa del Rey. Marcelino applauding.
Well, there's no shame in how Villarreal have gone down today. 11 v 11, they were in there and with a chance of turning it around. 11 v 10 has been a whole different game, and I don't think any side in the world could live with Barcelona playing with one man less. So that's Marcelino's job now, is to pick their heads up. They've still got the Europa League, as you said, against Sevilla in the next round. They're still aiming for 4th place in the leagues. A lot of things still to play for Villarreal this season.
Absolutely, and this doesn't take away from what a brilliant campaign they're having. Just go for a shot, and then Neymar just pushing that away from Jordi Alba, who was really set up. And I take my hat off to Fernandes Borbalán. I take back everything I said. Good to see Luis Enrique and Marcelino at the end greeting each other as colleagues. Obviously, apology and congratulations at the same time.